Greetings, welcome to this 30-minute Karma class. I am Kiana, also known as Organically Key. Grab any props that you'd like to bring into the practice. If you don't have any, that is perfectly okay. I'll provide modifications throughout. If at any point you have a question about a modification, feel free to raise your hand or try to get my attention. I'm welcome also to answer any questions after. If you don't want to answer in front of the audience, we'll start in a comfortable seated position, either with the bottoms of our feet touching, legs out in front of you. You're also welcome to cross at your shins, whichever is comfortable for you. The theme of today's class is inner peace. Palms are faced upward in a receiving motion as you harness your breath, finding your own pace with deep inhales through the nose, exhales through the nose. I make it a practice not to tell anyone to close your eyes, so I welcome you to close your eyelids. We like to keep our third eye open at all times. That's our intuition and our guide. If closing your eyelids is not in your practice, you're welcome to find a focal point to soften your gaze, looking below the bridge of your nose. Again, the theme of today's class is inner peace, and our affirmation throughout class to remember is by Rumi, is based off of a quote by Rumi. What you seek is seeking you. So we make it an affirmation. We include the I statement. In this case, what I seek is seeking me. As you breathe, loving inhales through the nose, guide as the exhales. Notice if you can relax your jaw, let your tongue float freely, soften your cheekbones, your eyelids, let your forehead relax, your hot hairline, let it go. Relax the back of your neck. You may even slightly bend your chin forward. Our focus today for inner peace is through our heart chakra. The heart chakra is the key to inner peace and happiness. It's located in the center of our chest and is associated with the color green, we have the perfect landscape for that today. The heart chakra governs the emotions, the relationships, love, and compassion. On a spiritual level, it's said to be the home of the indestructible self. The indestructible self is where we build a strong inner being that can withstand the ups and downs of life. And as we incorporate those chakras into our practice, our inhales represent our feelings of safety and knowledge, that we can trust our own intuition. Throughout, we'll exhale, representing our resilience and our acceptance of what is and also what is not. We will move into postures that may look different in each body. Every posture that I share is with an invitational gesture. You may feel a sensation in certain postures. Be curious and breathe into those sensations. But at any point you feel pain, pull back. You're welcome to place one hand on your heart, one on your core. Your placement is your choice. And set an intention for today's class. Be curious in what you would like to invite to support your energetic, physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual bodies. On your next inhale, release your intention with trust. Bring your hands back to the earth, palms up. Find your own rhythm with your breath. And with each inhale and exhale, anchor more into the mat. If at any point you feel your mind wander, use your breath to escort your thoughts back to your mat. Use the color green to guide you through your practice if complete stillness causes you to be a little restless. We'll take another collective inhale through the nose, All together, we'll audibly exhale through our mouth, greeting our to today's practice. Join me as we add physical movement, starting in a seated position. In yoga, if you have any to invite knee relief, we place a blanket or towel under our seats. With our hands by our side, we'll bring our chin to chest, and we will trace our chin to one shoulder on an inhale. We'll bring it to the other, and we'll exhale as we guide it to the other. Now that we're on that right shoulder, we'll inhale, exhale as we take it to the left shoulder. At the left shoulder, we'll inhale, exhale as we trace it to the right. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Very good. Bringing our head to a neutral position as we take it, our head clockwise, lubricating our neck, acknowledging that our neck supports us, supports our head. You're welcome to close your eyelids here. When you feel complete, let's reverse the direction. Very good. Find stillness in that motion, bringing your head to a neutral position. This time we'll give a little love to our shoulders. So on an inhale, we'll really exaggerate, bringing our shoulders up to our ears. We'll exhale, taking them back and down our back. Again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, very good. Of course, whatever we do one direction, we do it in the other. So again, we'll exaggerate, bringing our shoulders up to our ears. And we'll bring them forward on our exhale. Inhale up, forward, and then exhale. Up, forward on an exhale. Last one, up, forward. Very good. Next, we'll take some body circles, really lubricating the connection, really bringing awareness to the connection between our sit bones and our torso. So you'll have your palms on your thighs, your knees, whatever is comfortable for you. They will move while we take this motion, so the placement is not concrete. On an inhale, you'll bring torso forward, and you'll just take your breath with you, inhaling and exhaling naturally as we take our body all the way around. Again, we're continuing to breathe, bringing awareness to our low back, maybe even our shoulders. Very good. When you feel complete, go ahead and reverse that motion, taking it in the opposite direction. Releasing any tension in our lower body. Very good. Very good. Go ahead and brace yourself by placing your hands off to your side, behind you, to your sides rather. We'll do a little loosening of our calves by just tapping them on the earth. Just tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Tapping them on the earth. At your own pace. When you feel complete, find stillness. Go ahead and bring your feet to the mat, and we'll do the same thing. Tapping our feet. Tapping, almost marching. Really loosening out our ankles, giving our feet some love. Very good. Go ahead and bring them down. We'll do a little side stretch here. Bring our arms out to each side. We'll bring our torso to the left. With our torso to the left, we'll take our gaze to the right. Then we'll take our torso to the right. We'll take our gaze to the left. And we'll find that motion in our own version of a swag surf. Very good. When you feel complete, go ahead and release that movement. Join me in tabletop. In tabletop, your knees are right below your hips. Your toes are either tucked or the top of your feet are down. Your wrists are right below your shoulders. This is our tabletop. This is the foundation of our tabletop, foundational pose. And we'll go into cat-cow. So I'll demonstrate. Our cow is our inhale. On our cow, we'll have our head up and our seat lifts. Our abdomen drops. That's our cow, and that's our inhale. On our exhale, we arch our spine inward, our head comes down, our tail is tucked like a cat. We'll go through a few rounds of cat and cow. Again, your cow, it's your inhale, seat up, head up, chest shines to the sky. Cat, exhale. Head comes down and heavy. Inhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Go through a few rounds. And when you feel complete, find stillness in your cat-cow. And let's bring a little awareness. Bring some more awareness to our limbs. So let's take the left leg back behind us as if you'll stamp it, your foot on an imaginary wall behind you. Bringing your right hand beside your ear as if you'll shake someone's hand. One full breath, one full inhale, one full exhale. Release back to the mat. Let's take our right foot behind us as if we'll stamp it on that back wall. Bringing our left hand in front of us as if we're going to shake someone's hand. And bring it right back down. Very good. Let's give a little love to our wrist. Come down into child's pose. We have two options, two variations for child's pose. You can either have your knees together and just come down. You'll bring your arms in front of you. Your forehead may come down. That's one option. The other option is to take your knees wide, bringing your big toes to touch, and come down, bringing your ribs to your thighs, or even lower, bringing your forehead to the mat. 3 breaths here in our child's pose. If child's pose is not in your practice, you may also take a fetal position. Whatever feels good for you in this moment. We'll take 3 breaths there. When you feel complete, meet me back in your tabletop. As we go into our very first and only, one and only, downward facing dog. Again, from our stable tabletop, this time we'll tuck our toes, we'll hover our knees, we'll take our seat up to the sky. In downward facing dog,
The eyes of your elbows are actually facing one another. Your heels are hovering. They may eventually come to the mat. One full breath. Take a look at the space in between your hands, and you can either tiptoe or walk. However you get there is up to you. When you rise, I ask that you rise one vertebrae at a time. Really take your time coming up. I know sometimes when I take that motion and rise up, I get a little vertigo. So to circumvent that, I like to do a little sway, a little twisting. So with my eyelids closed, just taking my arms around, twisting, really giving my body, letting my body know that, hey, I'm up right now. This is where we are. This is where we'll be. Won't fight it. Very good. Let's take our heart to the sky. In this pose, hug our thighs together, our hands come in prayer. Middle finger is at our chin. This is our inhale. On our exhale, we cactus our arms up and we shine our chest to the sky, almost like a mini back bend. We'll take 3 breaths here. And when you feel complete, bring your hands to your hips as we prepare to go into warrior. In warrior, warrior 1. You'll take your left foot forward. You'll take your right foot behind you. Both are faced forward. Your hips are faced forward and squared. If you need to adjust or guide your body so that your hips are forward, go right ahead. Add strength and activate your leg muscles. Draw your belly button into your spine and really engage your core. And on an inhale, you'll bend your left knee over your ankle. Bring your arms forward and up. 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, straighten your left knee. Exhale, bring your arms forward and down. Next, bring your right foot forward. Take your left foot back. Both facing forward. We're squaring our hips. Drawing our spine, engaging our core. Inhale, bending that right knee over the ankle. Bring the arms forward and up. 3 breaths here. Very good. On your next inhale, straighten that leg. Bring your arms forward and down. Let's switch out. And bring your left foot forward. Take our right foot back. Squaring our hips again. Bringing your arms forward and up. This time, we'll shine our palms to the left. And this is a big twist. 1 breath. And go ahead and bring that left hand back forward. Let's make a fist with both hands. Ball your fist. Bringing that left fist back like you're an archer. One of the elements of inner peace is knowing when to take action and when to stand still. So I'll allow you the autonomy to say when you will release your bow, when you will release your arrow. When you feel ready and complete, release your arrow. Bring your arms
up, out, and down. And let's do the other side. So switching out, bringing that right foot forward, taking that left leg back, squaring our hips, bringing our arms forward and up, bending that right knee, shining our palms to the left. Shining our palms to the right, bringing that right hand forward, making our fist, bringing back our bow, bringing back our arrow, and again, you decide when you release. When you do, bring those arms forward and up and down, and back to the top of your mat. Very good. Our next two poses, one will be legs up the wall. First we'll have legs up the wall, which is pretty self-explanatory. The second one is our variation of the tree. It's the tree pose. So one of the popular poses in yoga is tree. You bring your foot here and you take your arms up to the sky. That's our next pose. Kidding. You have two options for this pose. Two options for this pose. You can either go into the reclining tree, fallen tree or reclining tree. In fallen tree, same pose. The only difference is your forehead, your belly are on the mat. In reclining tree, your back is on the mat. Everything else is pretty much the same. We always remember we never place our foot on our knee. It's always either above our knee or at our shin or calf. And we can use our hands to guide us there. This is a restorative pose. We'll take this pose for 3 minutes. But before we go into tree, I'd like to demonstrate one of my favorite poses. If you have trouble falling asleep or calming your mind, legs up the wall, which is pretty self-explanatory. This is really good to do against the wall. You'll lie on your back and you'll have your legs up the wall. This pose is really good for bringing down your heart rate, bringing down your blood pressure, really getting you to calm down and prepare for sleeplessness. The other good thing is it's almost like you got your body to sleep and you leave your phone. So whenever you feel like you need a moment to calm yourself. Now, let's go ahead and lead me into your variation of the tree pose. I'll come around and adjust you. Once I see everyone there, I'll give it 3 minutes. So, in reclining tree, you're lying on your back. You'll bring your foot to either your thigh or your shin. You'll take your tree branches above your head and you'll hold it. Let's switch to the other side. Here's your reclining pose. Whichever pose you have, we'll switch to the other side. Very good. You're welcome to bring a blanket underneath your head or over your body. Stretch out the right leg from hip to toes. Squeeze the right leg back. Be aware of all the muscles. Roll out that ankle. Inhale, raise the leg a few inches off the ground. Exhale, release, relax the leg, roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Bring awareness to the left leg. Stretch out the left leg from the hip to the toes. And they roll at your ankles. Squeeze the leg. And be aware of all the muscles from the toes to the hips. Inhale, raise the leg a few inches off the mat. Exhale, relax the leg. Roll it gently from side to side and allow it to relax. Stretch out the arm above your head. Be aware of all the muscles from your shoulders to your fingers. Inhale, raise your right arm up and bring it palm face down by your side. A few inches off the ground. Inhale, exhale, relax the arm. Bring it to the mat. Roll it gently from side to side. Allow it to relax. Stretch the left arm above your head. Be aware of all the muscles from your shoulder to the fingers. Inhale, lifting that arm. Bring it down by your side with your palm down. A few inches off the mat. Exhale, relax the arm. Roll it gently from side to side. Allow it to relax. Breathe evenly and gently, and if possible, through the nose. Once you have set your limbs, release any effort from holding them in position. Allow your eyelids to close. Take a full breath in through your nose, all the way to the top of the inhale, and audibly sigh. Observe the natural flow of each breath in and each breath out as you allow yourself these final few moments of stillness to release the doing and simply be. Directing the awareness to the breath, releasing control, observing the natural flow of each breath in and out. Knowing that this safe inner space of relaxation is always within you. I'll use a drum to welcome you out of Savasana. You'll be there for 3 minutes. And while there, I'd like to read you a passage. This practice is so beneficial as we continue to navigate our days, in which it may be very easy to create barriers and blockages to protect the heart and avoid discomfort. I lovingly urge you and me both to remember discomfort is part of growth. Suffering is not. Acceptance is the key to inner peace, accepting yourself, accepting this moment, accepting your choices in the past that they have led you to. If at any point you find yourself accepting others and not extending that same acceptance, empathy, and compassion to yourself, that's power with no real freedom. We do a disservice to ourselves when we sacrifice and comply in order to be practical, to be patient, to be practical, to be obedient, to be safe. When the outside voices get too loud, telling you all the shoulds, return to your breath. Take action on your own behalf. Deep inhales and exhales activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which signals your brain that you are safe and don't need to fight, flight, or freeze. Your breath is an open communication between your indestructible self and the systems of your body. I hope you continue to connect to your own voice, and I hope with practice you can hear nothing else. We'll begin to reawaken. Blink your eyelids open when you're ready. Before you rise, gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe rock your head from side to side, bringing awareness back into the physical body. Take your time, and in a way that feels natural and intuitive to you, welcome yourself up to sit. When you feel complete, join me as we take a collective inhale. Breathe in fully through the nose. Collective exhale, fully releasing the breath. Our collective, feel free to join me in repeating our collective affirmation. The light protects me. The light surrounds me. I am the light. And remember our opening affirmation. What I seek is seeking me. The student in me honors the teacher in you. And I am so grateful for your presence today. Namaste.